Day one.
Robert's coming. Wait, look at
This is me on my way to beat Ambizar up.
Ambi, look out! No, he's got AirPods in. Robert's coming after you. It's about to be Smile HD up in here. This past week, recovering from PCD has been a lot of fun. Just getting back into the groove of things.
Bro, I was so excited. I was so ready to do stuff when I got back, and then I just got COVID.
Yeah, that's what happens. I took a test, and thankfully I tested negative, but, honestly, I would be shocked if I tested positive ever again, because I've had the stinking virus 4 times, and I'm fully vaccinated. So, if something gets through, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've just got, super troopers in my bloodstream, just ready to kill on sight the COVID-19 virus. So
that's me with, every virus. I never get sick. I'm amazed I have COVID right now.
I get sick all the time, but for some reason I have never had COVID.
I've had
Lucky.
it once.
Y'all are lucky.
So, wait, I'm confused. Do we actually have, an intro thing for this, or...?
Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Out of Our Mains, the show where we're out of our mains, and you probably are too, because you're listening to some hopeless, colorful horse addicts ramble on about a show meant for little girls. I'm Maynard, and we've got Robert here today as always.
Hello, yes.
And we have Ambizar.
Hello.
I heard hell.
Did my mic cut out? Hold on.
Yeah.
What was that? Even Audacity didn't pick that up. What was that?
Off to a great start.
Yeah.
What a way to start. We have Ambizar. Hell.
Coming back from a convention with a virus, be like, hell.
That is appropriate now that I think about it.
Yeah.
And we also have our guest for today.
Yo, what's up?
It's RemenissionViolet. He's here.
Yes.
We also have some dogs in somebody's background.
My dogs wanted to join in. They heard I was recording.
Yo, bring him over.
Just
Introduce him.
That's
our cue. That's our cue.
Yeah. All right.
I am the most popular one here, and obviously the biggest YouTuber ever.
Yep.
The RemenissionViolet.
5 billion subscribers and counting.
I feel like we've made this same exact joke with pretty much every guest we've had on the show. So,
I mean, tradition is good.
all right. So we're gonna shake things up a little bit and plug your channel at the beginning, just because of that audience retention. Go subscribe to RemenissionViolet. No, we should probably actually talk and
subscribe to the Out of Our
people.
Mains. Subscribe to Out of Our Mains instead.
Subscribe to our Discord. Go use some
Have you guys
super
heard, wait,
reactions.
guys. I have something very important to ask.
What's your question?
Have you heard of the Out of Our Mains podcast?
No, I haven't.
Please tell us in
me more.
excruciating detail.
Oh, God.
All right, so you see, the Out of Our Mains podcast is a podcast about a bunch of colorful horse addicts that for some reason like this show for little girls, and they just talk about it the entire time. I don't get it. It's kind of weird, but I mean, if you want to check it out, you
People
can.
actually watch that?
Yeah, that sounds kind of cringe.
Yeah. Now let's go back to talking about Puss in Boots.
Yeah. All right, welcome everybody to my Puss in Boots podcast. Today we're going to talk about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Today we're going to analyze the trailer frame by frame, even though it's already out.
The trailer.
We've already made great progress on this video.
Yeah, Robert hasn't seen it yet.
I know.
I've
been waiting for when you're free.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't really had much free time.
Well, man, if you'd been at HarmonyCon, we all went and saw it then.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Man, if only he went to HarmonyCon. I'm just saying, Robert, I was roommates with the other 2 people here.
Well, good for you.
We're just gonna bully Robert this entire episode.
We love you, Robert.
Making money is hard.
I don't know what you mean. Making money is easy.
I only work part-time making sandwiches.
Oh, do you work at Subway?
Skill issue.
You deduced that really quickly.
I mean, where else are you making sandwiches?
A local sandwich shop?
Yeah, I don't
John's?
believe it.
Maybe.
Quiznos?
I don't think we have a Quiznos here.
There's a surprising number of brony sandwich makers. That's just a common theme.
Bronies make bread, confirmed.
Yo.
Yo.
No, that's furries.
No, yeah. Okay, I don't know how furries have so much money. Those fursuits are expensive, dog.
Rem, why did you give up being a furry? Like,
I don't know. Shush.
Yeah, Rem, if you hadn't switched, you'd be a millionaire by now, my guy.
You know, that's fair enough. I should have stayed a furry.
yeah, go make those big bucks. Wait, Robert, do you still consider yourself a furry?
Yes, I'm not active in the community, but I am still a furry.
I mean,
Okay.
I would say I'm still technically... I mean, look at my avatar. I can't really say I don't like furry stuff.
But, like...
Yeah.
I just don't interact with the fandom, period.
So, Robert, when you hit it big, when you get your furry, like, check, the check that all furries get...
You get
like,
commission for being a furry. That explains
just
so
for being
much.
a furry.
Yeah.
If I got money just for being a furry, I wouldn't be working at Subway.
Yeah, because, the hair would get in the food.
Oh, no.
Gosh, I am such a comedic genius. I am not respected enough.
I make
Okay.
sure that my hair doesn't get in the food, don't worry.
You know, Ambizar, I think both our OCs would be horrible working at Subway.
Oh, I was horrible working at Subway. No OC necessary.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just thinking about all that hair that would get in from the floof.
I gotta say, we've had a lot of crazy intros to this podcast. This one's up there.
I mean, yeah, suppose. So, Rem, now that you're here and now that we've talked about literally everything under the sun for the past 20 minutes, no, it's only been like 10. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself? Tell us about your channel. What do you do over
Tell
there?
us your life story.
All right, so basically, 1 year ago, I know, very long ago, there was a small little Rem, and that Rem decided to go to HarmonyCon 2022. And then
Whoa.
he decided, wow, I want to be a YouTuber, right? All right, so I looked at, because I was like watching all the Bronies React people, and I was like, I want to make YouTube videos. Then I sat down, made 2 commentary videos. It's like, I don't enjoy making this. What am I going to do? And then I saw this guy named Ambizar.
Who's that? He sounds like a jerk.
Yeah, he sounds like
Hey,
someone
he really
who
is
doesn't
one.
deserve to be on YouTube.
Yeah, either
Canceled.
way, I started stealing his content. So basically, you know, he's basically a great value AC race best.
Yo, the squeakquel to Ambizar.
So, like, actually, no, he's like the Sam's
what?
Club. He's the Sam's Club AC race best, and I am the great value Ambizar.
Did you call me Sam's Club AC Race Best?
You're Sam's Club AC race best, and I'm
Okay,
great
BRB,
value.
I'm changing my Twitter handle. Hold on.
Actually,
Who's the wait, hold up. Who's the Trader Joe's Ambizar?
I don't know, man. There are only so many bronies out there who make live action content. Okay.
But yeah, I decided that I was gonna make skits because I saw his content and was like, that actually looks fun. And I would say my first video was a direct copy of one of his videos, to be completely honest. And then after that, I was like, I'm gonna actually diversify my content a little bit so I don't just seem like a ripoff of another YouTuber.
Yeah.
You know, I make skits, I sometimes make discussion videos, I'm probably gonna make a PMV, I'm probably gonna make an animation. I have way too many things I want to do.
I feel that.
The one thing he's not going to make is sense.
Yes.
Because YouTube's monetization is awful.
I wouldn't know because it's going to be a cold day you know where before I make it 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't get another video out soon.
Goodness forbid none of us gets marked for kids.
Just do what I do, just pump those videos out, bro. I got a video out literally just a couple days ago. Yeah, I got a video out a couple days ago, right after HarmonyCon.
Well, I'm trying to get all the con stuff out right now.
Just turn into
No,
like
no,
a
no,
budget Vine channel. Just like upload like 6-second videos daily.
I've actually been considering like trying to do live action shorts and stuff because YouTube is pushing the heck out of shorts at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when I tried doing a short, it was my worst viewed video I've ever had on this channel, and I just like, alright, I'm done with shorts.
Literally, like our most popular short though is like 1.1 thousand views.
Yo.
Yeah.
Or 1.2.
The thing is, though, our last episode is getting close to that.
Yeah, like our last
Yeah.
episode's like currently 1,000, little over 1,000.
Yeah, like I actually looked and where it talks about monetization on your YouTube channel. You could like obviously you need no strikes on your channel. 1,000 subscribers or more. But you also need, it also had the thing where you need 4,000 watch hours. Apparently now you can either have 4,000 watch hours or 10 million views on YouTube Shorts. It's like, since when was that an option?
But yeah,
it'd be so funny if I made like 3 shorts and I got 10 million short views before I got 4,000 watch hours.
Hey, remember how last episode we kept cutting off Quantum?
Yeah.
Welcome to the repeat.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right. So,
anyways,
I'm gonna talk very loud so that way I have a lot more control over the conversation. So
start screaming into the mic.
Hey guys, I have something important I need to say.
Listen, I need to tell you something.
the viewers are not gonna have their eardrums destroyed.
What if we just talked like that throughout the entire episode?
My poor Audacity is like freaking out right now.
Yeah.
What I was going to say though is I had a Cozy Glow video, you know, I expected that to do horrible. For some reason, that is almost at 1K views now, and I'm like, okay, why?
Yeah, it's doing pretty well. It was a good vid, though.
And it was literally my return. I was like, dang, I've not made content for a while. Let's just make a video I think is gonna do bad and just enjoy it. And it did bad. It was doing horrible at first, and out of nowhere, when I looked away, it just almost got to 1K views.
The algorithm works in very, very weird ways.
Okay,
that's fair.
Like, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but it's just pretty sad that we as YouTubers like see a video that has 1,000 views. We're like, oh, this is popping off.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
look at these numbers.
To be fair, the one that makes me my most popped off video is like almost at 5K views, I think, which is my Starlight Glimmer video.
As it should be.
My most viewed video is like 8K, so don't feel too bad.
My most viewed video is like over 100K, and it was like a Drake and Josh meme when it was popular.
Mine is over 300K, but we don't talk about that video.
Except for you have literally no subs from it because it's a shit post.
Yep, exactly. Actually, no, that's not true.
Why am I viewed as a big YouTuber around here? Like, I'm sucking.
We're gonna talk about it.
Here's the thing, Ambi: quality over quantity, quality over quantity of views.
Bold of you to assume I have that as well.
I personally
have you seen my stuff?
Okay, I personally wish that My Little Pony Make Your Meme did better than the other one. Personally, that was a good one.
Yeah, I did put a lot of time into that one, but like going back and watching it now, I'm like, man, I did not know how to edit videos. It's done decently well enough, but that was like probably one of the first video. No, that was the first video I actually like tried in editing.
Real fast, I want to say this is no longer the Out of Remains podcast. It's the Mr. Someone YouTube channel discussion.
Yeah, can we? Yeah, let's do that. No, I was gonna say, Rem, something that like caught me completely off guard and shocks me about your channel is how fast you like you get focused on a video and you just pump it out like the same day. Like we were talking about, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go record something for my Autumn Blaze video. I'm like, okay. I look back at YouTube 3 hours later and the video's there. I'm like, whoa, what is this? How can I get
power
some of that
ADHD.
power? I know, right?
Again, that is a good point. Is the ADHD thing? Whenever sometimes my brain is like, I want to do something. Oh, okay, you want to do this? We're gonna do nothing but this one thing for literal hours and then get burnout.
Yeah, story of my life. That's why the podcast is only every other week, because if I put the amount of effort into each episode that I do each week, like, I would die.
Yeah, because, like, we discussed this at the panel, which the panel was awesome when I was there. Like, it was great. We got a handful of people. We discussed it, like, initially we were, like, a news podcast, and that was hard because there wasn't anything to talk about it some days.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny that we haven't really brought up HarmonyCon yet, even though that literally happened last weekend.
Yeah, I brought it up, so it's a good segue into talking about it. So
of all the people to bring it up, it was the one guy who didn't get to go.
All right, so HarmonyCon. That's going to be another clap in the video for you. I don't know why I did that, but who cares? All right. So, HarmonyCon. Probably the best time I've had in my entire life. Last year was a little different because I kind of me and my brother hid away from people. We went to panels nonstop. Like, I literally spent like 2 hours planning the exact schedule of what I was going to do. That was not that way at all this year. This year, I just hung out with friends and I just went with the flow. I was like, oh, my friends want to go to this, I'll go with them there. My friends want to go to this, I'll go with them there. And I just went to friend panels usually, and that's about it. I think the only because I'm trying to think. I was gonna say non-friend panel, but I was gonna say Glimmer Gang. I'm like, no, I like Minty Roots on Glimmer Gang. So yeah, I literally just went to panels friends were on, and that's literally and Cole was on Glimmer Gang too. So I literally just all the panels I went to were friend panels.
Yeah, I'm actually the same way. Last year when I went to HarmonyCon, I went with a friend. We kind of stuck together like glue. Went to a bunch of panels. Made our schedule.
Didn't you like get stuck at some point during that visit?
Oh yeah, that was a good time getting caught in New Mexico. But we've talked
and then
about
it happened
that
to me
before.
this year.
Oh yeah, your freaking car battery. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's something I've noticed is that every this was my 4th convention. Every convention I go to, there's less focus on panels and scheduling. This time around, it's just I'm gonna be with people the whole time. It's I'm just gonna do what everybody else is doing. I just need to know when my panels are.
Yeah, I did kind of the same thing. The last couple of conventions I went to, aside from HarmonyCon, I didn't really go to any panels. But this convention, I went to way more panels than I had previously. Not as much as HarmonyCon 22. But I did go to a bunch of panels just because, people I knew were on them, or I was on them.
Can I just say, I just bumped my mic. This was actually a really, really interesting con for me because it was just surreal, because this is the first time I've met online friends, for one. It was the first time I've ever done something like that, so it was already surreal just seeing, frickin' Ambizar just walk up into the lobby and then come for a hug, and I was like, oh, I have not,
human contact.
And I was like, because it was a very strange experience. And then also whenever freaking Prince whatever of all people came up and hugged me because he actually knew who I was like, holy crap, people actually know me in this fandom. What the hell?
I'm a somebody.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the coolest things about this one for me too, because there were a bunch of people who came up to me and I've never had direct interactions with, but they're like, oh yeah, you're the podcast guy. I'm like,
podcast guy?
Yeah. Koa, hey, it's better than being known by Koa as, hey, you're that nice guy on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. She could have been like, "Oh, you're that Twitter jerk."
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm happy. I'm happy she knows me. I was just like, that's the way she knows me, as that one guy who's nice on Twitter. And I'm like, neat.
Yes,
I'm happy about that. I'm actually happy about it, but she knows me for the thing I care about least, which is Twitter.
Those. Oh, you know my name. But yeah, it really do be like
that was me with AC Race Fest last year.
Yeah.
It's that holy moment.
But yeah, especially just running into people who've joined the Out of Our Mains Discord server, running into a bunch of people wow, now that I'm here, I'm forgetting names. I know names. But yeah, we hung out with Laraboon, Sapphire Sistrine, Pearmare,
Pan,
Pan,
or Silver Blue Tip, I think is his actual
He goes by
fandom.
Molt 3-8, goes Pan, Pandaren Enjoyer, Silver Blue Tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Cole Donnerstag. We hung out with
Cole
him
was
a
awesome.
lot.
I was
Yes, he
happy.
was.
I was happy to get to hang with Minty Root a bit at this con.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't really get to spend too much time with him, but going and watching Puss in Boots at the end was a great time.
And then there was also, I talked to Biscuit a lot. That was another person I got to talk with a lot myself.
Yeah. But maybe we should actually start maybe we should do this in some specific order. So talk about the convention day by day, and Robert, once Saturday comes up, we can include you a little bit because you'll actually have been at the panel.
Robert.
All right, listen, you know how you guys kept preventing your guests from talking? I think it's time to make a change. We're going to prevent Robert from talking.
I'm okay with this.
He doesn't deserve it nearly as much as I do. Y'all gotta shut me up. Although that'll be a high task. That'll be rough.
All right, so I want you to
don't
shut up right now. So, Maynard, I'm going to keep talking.
I'm going to keep
really
talking
easy.
as well.
All right, well, you know what? Screw you too.
I was oh my gosh. I was hell.
That's gonna become a running joke. I know it is.
Me and Robert have done very similar jokes in this already.
The other day I was talking to I don't even remember who I was talking to. But they're like, "Yeah, how'd you start the podcast thing?" And I'm like, "Well, I like horses and I don't shut up." So this was the next logical step.
It's hard to get this one to shut up, believe me.
I mean, whenever Sapphire dumped me off, like, okay, he dumped me off, quote unquote, to Ambizar, because Ambizar, you know, was the person that had to drive me around the actual con area.
We were also staying in the same hotel.
Sapphire, and Sapphire's first words were just, this one likes to talk a lot, good luck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm well aware.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we started off, what was it, freaking Thursday? Wow, I just ate some food and my stomach did not like it. I'm
pretty sure I've burped like 20 times on this podcast since I've started, so don't feel bad.
we gotta get like a Ambi burp counter.
Wow, specifically Ambizar?
Hey, if MLP can start making potty humor, then we can too.
No.
Y'all seen the freaking Sparky stuff?
I refuse.
I've just kind of avoided it. I mean, you know, it's whatever at this point. Tell Your Tell will be its thing, and I'm still not even seeing the Nightmare Night episode. I'm pretty far behind on that shit.
I am too.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I was okay with it. Like, I've laughed at plenty of fart joke in my time. It was like everything like turning green and like,
oh my god!
It was like the green fumes that were everywhere afterward that I'm like, okay, that's a little...
Okay, that is like the one thing that really grosses me out is anytime it's like, you know, farting is like, okay, whatever, but anytime they animate green fumes, I'm like,
careful, we might get more like people saying we're hating on G5.
Oh yeah, the freaking comment! I loved that.
That comment was legendary.
It was.
Listen, I'm just
I'm
trying
not
to
naming names.
I want to push our G4 cult. That's all.
I'm not naming names, but that was amazing. Like, I first saw it, I had to like squint at it to like take it out. Like, what?
I hope that's a beta account that posted that.
I really hope so.
Because that's the kind of art you want to be intentional.
If you look at the description, like, it's like a roleplay account.
There's like
the description of the channel.
Okay, anyways, we're gonna move on.
HarmonyCon, day 0.
Save MLP. Anyways.
Hey, Save MLP's liked several of my tweets, so I'm just saying.
They blocked me, so skill issue.
Anyways,
I'm still working on that.
I think I'm fine not being blocked. If Save MLP wants to add to my follower count, that's fine. Hi, Save MLP. Anyways, so, day 0. I want to talk about something. Ambizar and me both had a real fun time picking up Maynard from the airport.
Yes. Dallas Airport is evil. I've walked around inside of it, like for connecting flights, and it's fine to navigate inside. There's signs everywhere, but driving around through it, that was a nightmare, and the GPS did not help at all.
And me and Ambizar are a little bit navigationally challenged, so...
Yes. I was so scared.
So when you're looking for someone who's also navigationally challenged, it doesn't really help.
And then you watch what gets me is then you'll watch like a YouTube video, like Little Shy's con video, and they're out of the car going to greet Cole, like in like this actual area where you're supposed to greet people, I guess. I'm just thinking, where is that? What is that? Where are we supposed to go for that?
So basically, it was an episode of Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. I just want to point out really quickly, why do they charge you for picking people up in the airport? Like, they make you go through a toll gate.
What the heck is that?
And then they make you drive on this highway with like 40,000 exits on either side.
Ambizar had to pay $2 in cash to pick him up, and then $2 in cash again to drop him off.
They were freaking tolls.
Yeah, to be granted, it was $2 a pop, but still, you have to pay just to go into the airport and pick someone up or drop someone off.
I mean,
what the heck?
I feel like we should just abandon people, you know? Maynard wasn't worth it. We should have just left him.
I'm not worth $4.
Look, he's never worth it.
Times are tough,
He's
Maynard.
$4.
Not even Mr. Krabs would trade you for like 62 cents. You're not worth it at all.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost wanted to tell you, Monday morning, just, yeah, sorry, Maynard, you're walking. It's only a 3-hour walk. You can probably make it.
You'll be
You'll be
fine.
fine. Yeah. Yep. No, it was a good time. We ended up making it out of there alive somehow. Got to the wait, did we go to the we went to the oh yeah, freaking registration.
RemenissionCon 2022, baby.
Oh,
2023,
that line
I mean,
did
I'm
not
dumb.
move.
Oh no.
It was it was a good time. We had
It's how me and Maynard connected to each other, at least.
Yeah, the regular registration line, or pre-reg line, the regular one was filling up most of the room that we were in, and we were there for probably 2 hours. And then the special line for like community guests, musicians, donors was less than half as long. And Ambi got in the line at the same time we did. He got in the special line because he's special.
Yeah, he's a community guest. Mr. Community Guest.
And we got in the regular line, and we beat Ambizar to get our registration.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh wait. You should show the meme. You should show the meme of what we made when we saw Ambizar.
Actually, yeah, I'll send it in behind the scenes. Let me find it. So me and Rem were in line together. We felt bad for Ambi because he was kind of by himself. I didn't see anyone. Was there anyone near you that you were talking to, or were you just mostly listening to music the whole time?
There was one guy that I was kind of talking to, but yeah, I was standing in this line for like 2.5 hours, and I just had like a Raycon in, and then they just sent me this meme just because they tried to get my attention, and I had like my Raycons in, I couldn't hear him, and he's like, "Oh no, Ambi, he can't hear us. He has AirPods."
We saw him, and I was like, oh shoot, I have to do the thing. And oh man, I'm trying to find the image. I
just get it dropped in my Discord DMs, just like, hey, oh no, Ambi can't hear us. He has AirPods.
I made this in like 5 minutes and sent it to him.
He can't hear us. He's got AirPods in.
I still wish I had edited in like a truck speeding towards him. But
I mean, you made that, like, you literally made that on your phone in like 5 minutes or less, or maybe like 2. It was so fast.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it was funny being a community guest because, you know, I knew, like, in the modern age of Pony Convention, I wasn't really going to be, like, you know, catered and pampered as a community guest. But, you know, I'd at least thought maybe I'd be able to skip the line for my community guest badge.
Nope.
It's just like, nope.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Bro, I want to go to GalaCon where they do, like, pamper the community guests.
You get, like, the first class suite, and you get, fresh lobster delivered to your room free of charge.
You get carried by con security from place to place.
This might not be true, but I think like Biscuit like even was like, oh yeah, they'll even like it was either Biscuit or Blacken. I can't remember who, but they're like they'll even fly you over. I'm like, they'll fly me? Yeah, I'm gonna apply for community guest there for the small chance that can happen.
We gotta guys, we gotta cut this out of the podcast because if people hear this, they're gonna start applying. Other people are gonna start applying.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh no! So I want to continue on day 0. Whenever we got to the hotel room, I can't remember everything. I just remember that I had the worst time trying to sleep.
That was my fault.
No, I mean, no, it was not. You're just your fault.
Oh yeah, I didn't
they got me back the next night.
Yeah. So that's
boy, I'm sure the audience knows exactly what's going on right now.
So okay.
Not being ambiguous at all.
The thing is, we were like, we turned off the lights and we were like, we were all like in bed, like, you know, the same bed together, cuddling, you know, as it is. No, we were in separate beds. I stole the couch, and I was like, hey, so. Both of you guys, so you guys know how a lot of times at sleepovers and stuff, or like there's always the one person who's talking for forever, and the other person who falls asleep, who's trying to stay awake to stay involved in the conversation, but falls asleep while they're talking. I was like, so which one are you guys? And they're both like, I don't know. And then I talked for about 2 hours, and I'm like, and Rem fell asleep, and I'm like, oh, I'm the guy who doesn't shut up. And Rem's the guy who falls asleep while talking. Ambi passed out in like 10 minutes.
But what sucks is I ended up waking up, and I'm just sitting here like, man, I brought my Steam Deck so I could play on it for situations I can't go back to sleep or something. Then I didn't know where my Steam Deck was. I'm like, I don't want to get up and just like the first night I'm with these two just skulking around the room, like around their beds and like trying to find my Steam Deck, and they just hear footsteps next to them and I'm just, where's my Steam Deck?
It's like the Grinch.
Okay, as somebody wearing headphones, I did not at all appreciate that sensation.
Mom says it's my turn on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And so I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna watch Jacksepticeye play Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach because I don't want to go looking for my Steam Deck.
Yo.
Yeah. We're like sitting
That'd be
in
funny.
bed.
Forgot to plug in the headphones. We just wake up the top of the morning, laddies.
Top of the morning, laddies. Yeah, I'm just imagining the timeline where Rem did actually get up, and like Rem's like right next to the couch, and I wake up to see a cryptid in the shape of RemenissionViolet just like hunched over, like tearing through his bag like an animal, like throwing things out around the room, like clothes are falling onto Ambizar.
I need my Steam Deck. I need my Steam Deck.
Yeah, I'm still laying in bed. He just like grabs me and like throws me off. Are you laying on it?
Where is it? But
I think it would have been a good introduction for you two to me, you know?
Yeah, we're all about those good first impressions.
I still couldn't believe how short you were.
Okay, listen. I'm 5'7", that's slightly below average height for a guy, and it's fine.
Yeah, I really thought, just some like, because obviously I'd seen your face and stuff, but I honestly thought you were going to be like 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". I thought you'd be slightly taller than me, and you just weren't.
I'm just going to send this in behind the scenes because I think I did a pretty good job.
What?
Thanks.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That should be the thumbnail for this episode when it comes out.
Camby almost gets hit by a truck.
There you go.
HarmonyCon 2023 gone wrong.
You need to upload a short about that story and make it the thumbnail for that.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much freaking keyframing that I'd have to do. I'm too lazy for that. I might do it anyway because I'm a masochist. But
HarmonyCon 2023 Ambizar experience gone wrong, gone sexual.
God, what?
Hey, wait. No. Hey, Rem, that wasn't until the next day.
The sexual tension between me and the bus that's about to turn me into a red
Guys, Quantum's not on the episode. We're not allowed to be this unhinged.
I don't know what you mean. I'm very unhinged.
All right.
I can always make it something funnier.
No. Okay.
I think
Anyways,
I'm crying.
HarmonyCon.
I'm actually crying from laughing, by the way.
This is going so well. Our viewer retention is -3. Oh.
You should have known what you got into. I have the worst viewer retention on my videos.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you're talking to the king of awful viewer retention. I mean, our videos are each like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. So
Fair enough. So day one.
This here's me on my way to beat Ambizar up.
So day one.
Robert's coming. Wait, look at
This is me on my way to beat Ambizar up.
Ambi, look out! No, he's got AirPods in. Robert's coming after you. It's about to be Smile HD up in here.
So day one, where we all woke up and I was dead. I was literally a zombie at first. And then we took our showers. We got out of the room. I'm gonna explain in great detail everything that happened. And then we went to do our, we kind of just, I don't know what happened exactly until the YouTube panel.
Yeah, what's funny is day one felt like, in the moment, it felt like it was going by, like, really, like, it felt like we had already been there for weeks. Not because it wasn't fun, we were having a ton of fun. But now, like, looking back on it, I'm like, I barely remember day one. Like, I remember the YouTube panel.
For me, it's because there was just so much stuff we were doing. We were talking to so many different people, and it was, like, meeting a bunch of people and then, like, trying to actually get to know everyone, and it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, one thing I want to say, Maynard, I think on day 0 we did make we made a bond at LionCon 2023.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Because we were basically, I say from this con as a whole, I think we went from friendly acquaintances to actually being friends, which is pretty cool.
Boy, I wish I could have experienced that.
Yeah, sorry, Ambi.
I was alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the YouTube panel was actually something I was nervous about, but I'd say it went pretty well.
It did.
Yeah, it went very well.
A lot of people had a lot of things to say. There were a lot of good questions and everything, and most people on stage seemed to know what they were talking about. So I say most because Rem was up there.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I mean, every single time one of them would be like, "Oh, so the videos you put the most effort in are the videos that are going to do the worst," and I'm sitting here like, well, wait, that's not what happened for me. It's not always the case.
It's a coin toss.
Because, like, the videos I'm the laziest with tend to do the worst, and the videos I actually put the most effort in tend to do the best. Starlight Glimmer Fans was my most, like, I spent a month on that video. That video took me a while, and it's my most viewed video, so, like, that's, like, the one piece of advice I actually, like, kind of went against everyone else with, because for me, it was actually kind of different.
It was very applicable to me. My most viewed video is literally just a straight up reaction that I filmed in OBS.
And one of my other best viewed videos is me trying to basically do Bronies react to the first episode of Make Your Mark Chapter 2. And then
that's all I do.
Yeah.
But no, the panel went really well. Considering most of the people up there, it was their first time doing a panel. It went really smoothly.
Yeah. And then there was the Misty panel.
Oh yeah, the Misty panel. Hashtag
that
Misty
was so
Mob.
much fun.
It was fun, but it did not go smooth at all.
No. Well, I mean, there were technical difficulties, but that's every panel at every convention ever. So
yeah,
Sure
I
enough.
mean, if the convention's allowed to have technical difficulties, we can too.
Fair
Like,
enough.
we get at least one. If their printer's gonna break, like, or we're at least allowed to not realize that our laptop doesn't have an HDMI out and only has a DisplayPort out. So we have to switch to using a Steam Deck for our presentation as opposed to a laptop. I'm not speaking out of personal experience or anything, but yeah, that would never happen. That's ridiculous.
I remember Ambizar brought up, like, if we had the laptop, like, if Starstrike had his laptop for the Misty one, I'm just like, I have my Steam Deck, it is an option.
Yeah, like, that is, like, last resort. Like, even if you did, though, I like, it'd be up to, gosh, well, I guess I could technically transport the Google Doc, but it'd be a mess trying to do that last second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the big thing that annoyed me was for the YouTuber panel, we literally we had to send Maynard to hunt down one of the AV technicians, and we're like, hey, we don't have enough table, chairs, or microphones for this, and they're just like, well, you're out of luck.
Yeah, I went over to the main hall, or not the main hall, the Gallerias 1 and 2, like the big one. And they had a panel going on, and I, like, stood around awkwardly while they're helping them with AV stuff, and then, like, I finally get one of their attention, and they're like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, hey, some of my friends are doing a panel in the next room, we don't have enough mics, or, like, we need another table so we can fit more people, and they're like, you're just gonna have to deal. I'm like, okay.
Alright, so here's the thing. We just have to establish ourselves enough so we can have the big panels, and we'll be the special ones on the big stage.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and before the Out of Our Mains panel happens on the main stage at every convention.
Yes. That's the goal.
Wait a second, I won't be a part of that then.
How to really know if the fandom is dying.
Yeah. There's, like, 3 people in the main hall.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, welcome to HarmonyCon 2027. We've got an attendance of
8.
Yeah.
Yo, that's more than last year.
But yeah, day one was fun. We were gonna have. Was it day one that we were gonna have breakfast with the guys? But no, it was day two. Day two was RemenissionViolet and Starstrike's birthday.
Yeah, it was our birthday.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys have the same birthday. Like, what are the odds?
I mean, one of my closest friends, like, that didn't go to the con, might be going to the con next year, also has the same birthday.
Yeah, it's crazy how things like that work out.
And I got them I got Nicole Oliver voicing Celestia to sing them happy birthday because Celestia is one of their top characters.
That's awesome.
Nice. She's one of my top characters as well. I love Celestia.
I also love Celestia.
She's pretty great.
But yeah, so birthday-wise, I will just say real quick, it went pretty good. People bought me gifts like Pearmare and Pan, and I think, oh god, it was there was someone else. I know there was. Oh god, I'm so sorry, person. I forgot if you. No, okay, well, someone else I think did buy me. I think there was like Maynard as well. Help me.
I gave you $50.
Yeah, that's right. You
also,
gave me
I love
50.
how aggressively you cut off Maynard when you started that. You're just like, nope, I'm the special guest. Here we go.
That's
like
what you gotta
Thor
do.
in Endgame. Just I'm not finished anyway.
So I'm going to keep control for this podcast. This is the Remission
I
Violet
guess
podcast.
I guess it's his podcast now.
No.
Yeah,
no,
Robert, he's replacing you.
I worked too hard for this, guys. I worked too hard for this. You can't take this from me.
You're the new Maynard. Get out of here.
Ah,
Wait, I'm the new mate. Wait, no, that means I have to actually put effort into my editing. No.
All right, well, goodbye, guys.
No, he's gonna have to edit that. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because, once again, I am a masochist.
Because that is funny.
I did this while y'all were talking.
Okay, to be fair, I actually have AirPods, so.
Alright, I like how you switched the AirPod for a Raycon. I like the lore accuracy.
Yeah, the lore accuracy. This
Well,
is
now
me.
I
this
have
is,
AirPods,
This is
and
me.
isn't
This is
accurate.
me running to the convention to like beat you up.
Well, the reason he's so fizzy there is because that's actually his, like, data connection.
Shut up!
So
My connection was fine. My webcam's awful.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I didn't actually see you for like any of the panel because the laptop was turned around.
Yeah,
so
but my webcam is just awful. Like it's like runs at 10 frames a second.
it was pretty great. I'm sure everyone there appreciated
and
it.
that's why I was considering using my phone because my phone is like a much better camera, but my computer has my desktop mic.
Yeah. So if we wanted to hear Robert like this the whole time.
Well, my phone mic is pretty good, but like this is like the clearest audio I can get.
Yeah. But yeah, it worked out pretty well. So yeah, we went to Starstrike's panel because it was his birthday, and then we ended up well, not that we wouldn't have gone to our friend's panel if it wasn't.
Yeah, we had to turn down breakfast at Waffle House with Prince Whatever and the rest of
We
British
did this
Rodeo.
for you, Starstrike. We did this for you.
But it was a good panel. It was a fun time. I have no
I mean,
regrets.
that
it was a
panel.
great panel.
I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but that panel did inspire a new series idea I have. So,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Tell us in excruciating detail.
all right.
For
So
the next 3
basically,
hours.
all right. So you see the new series idea.
Wait, basically that's already a series on your channel.
Yeah, I get the joke, Ambizar.
Hell.
It was very funny.
I was about to say, please don't. That's the best joke in my career. Don't tell me that flew under the radar.
That's the best joke.
I mean, if no one picked up on the basically, it's a lot less funny.
But yeah, and then there were a few other panels that we were at that day.
The fan animation one was so good.
Oh, I didn't get to go to that one.
Oh, yeah.
It was very good.
Though.
It
was very
but
insightful.
It's why I actually want to try messing with animation now.
Oh, you poor guy.
It's
I
always
know.
so cool when you go to these, like, going to conventions and, like, talking to people and hearing from people who are, like, who actually have, like, a lot of experience in these things, and you're like, I could do that. And then you get in front of your computer and you're like, why did I decide to do this?
I mean, yeah, that was basically me after HarmonyCon 2022. I was, like, recording my videos, and because I was making commentary videos, I didn't enjoy making them that much. I was using Sony Vegas, which is my least favorite editing software ever. I hate it. I'm glad I switched because that was pain to use. Anyone who uses it, I'm sorry. Anyways, so I just sat down at my computer and was like, I'm going to make this content. I am going to be the next big brony YouTuber.
And that's where we are today. Rem's the most well-known creator in the fandom. So.
Living Tombstone who?
Oh, real fast, actually. I want to point out one thing that's kind of funny to me.
What?
My OC is more well known than me, by the way.
Oh.
Like, people had no idea who I was. Then they'd see my, like, badge, like, oh, hey, I've seen your character. I love them. Someone is like, showed me a picture of my OC that they liked. And I'm like, why do so many people know my OC, but no one knows me?
No one knows the man behind the OC.
Like, I literally show myself all the time, but my OC had more people. Like, if I knew someone personally, of course they knew me. But it was more often, if they didn't know me personally, they just knew my OC and that's it.
I mean, like, same boat here. Like, a lot of people who I interacted with, despite this being the image I use for the podcast, like, a lot of people not just, but mostly knew me for the Kronk Hitch edit.
I mean, yeah, like, that's what I knew you as. That was my mental image of you, and I talked about it with Ambizar. I'm like, my entire mental image of Maynard's gonna be destroyed when we see him at the airport.
I just walk up to you guys like you drive up to the airport and you see me and I walk up and I'm like, oh hey, thanks for picking me up, guys. I really appreciate it.
Hey Robert, we got podcasts to do.
Hey Robert, you're gonna need to show up at 3:15 for this podcast panel.
Hey Robert, I can't do this voice at all.
Patrick Warburton guessed when?
Yo.
I still think we need to. I still think we need to eventually get M.A. Larson on here.
So yes. Maynard, I have an idea for you.
Okay.
Whenever someone needs you to voice, someone ever needs a Hitch voice for their project, just do that voice. Just do the Kronk impression.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Hey, Sonny,
send someone my way.
Hey,
someone my way. I'm waiting.
Sonny. I just wanted to talk with you.
Sonny, we need to save
Hey, Sonny, you violated about all the bylaws. We're gonna need you to leave.
We need to save the crystal, Sonny.
Upside down low, hitch it to a post, flip it sunny side and on a piece of toast.
Yo,
where is this going? What are we doing?
I would pay to see someone like redub the whole movie, but the only difference is that Hitch is voiced by Patrick Warburton.
I'll do it. Next project.
All right, let's move on to more of day 2. Let's get back on track here.
Yeah. So I don't remember what panels did you guys have. Or Rem, I think day 1 was just where your panels were. Right?
I was just YouTube and Misty.
Yeah. Ambi, did you have any panels day 2?
Yeah, he did. He had Jackbox. I'm pretty sure, didn't you? Or was that day 1?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I had the Jackbox. Jackbox was day 1.
Okay.
Use your words was day 2.
No. Yeah. Use your words was it was day 2. You're right.
I know.
Yeah, I did use your words. We had the Out of Our Mains podcast panel, and then I had the community guest panel.
I would not have been able to do Jackbox because whenever I do Jackbox, I always bring out my dirty mind.
Oh no!
Everyone on stage did. They were talking about like, hey guys, let's be sure to like keep this like PG-13. I know it's an 18+ panel, but like don't get into anything sexual. And then immediately,
and then Taylor, the one who said that. Taylor was the one who said that. He immediately went in with the sexual jokes.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I'm like, I know exactly how this is gonna end up.
I fucking love Jackbox so much. My favorite game in Jackbox is Talking Points. That's like Party Pack 7 specifically. Talking Points is great.
So this isn't Jackbox, but are we gonna talk about the accordion in the room?
Yeah.
The what?
And the pipe bomb associated with said
Ambizar, you're the one who made the joke.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, sweetie, oh my sweetie. No one listening is gonna get this unless they were at the panel. Anyway, but yeah, I had a speedrunning panel I did. That's actually up on Coaster's channel, the guy I did that panel with.
And there's also chunks of it on Little Shy's vlog.
Yes, yeah, I showed up in Little Shy's
Yo,
vlog, so
you're famous.
I'm now
Yo,
famous.
you gotta plug the channel now.
Yeah, go check that out. Actually, by the time this goes up, we might have the Out of Our Mains pod. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait to upload that panel until, I don't know, probably maybe next week or something, just so that we don't like clutter the YouTube channel. But yeah, there was the Out of Our Mains podcast panel, of which we had honestly a decent turnout for, considering that the Metal Bronies were playing at the same time.
Yeah,
so.
Prince Whatever, Black and Blue, Metal Brony, Biscuit, and Whirlwind were playing at the same time, and that place was like packed.
Did you just say Metal Brony? You mean Melody Brony? Don't get his name wrong, Ambizar.
No.
Metal Bronies.
Yeah, I said
no.
Bronies.
I'm saying Ambizar said Metal Brony when he was naming off the people.
No, I said Melody Brony.
Okay, well, then I'm stupid then. Who cares?
I think you actually might have said Metal Brony instead of Melody Brony.
Well,
if you're listening, Melody,
I'll DM Melody and tell him he has to change his name. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, just to prove your point.
But anyways, yeah, they were great. I abandoned you guys for Metal Bronies.
How dare you?
Brent wasn't even there. He just peaced out. He's like, I'll be back in an hour.
Yeah, but it was a good time. We got to have some fun conversations with some of the audience. It started off pretty rough, but once we got the ball rolling, it kept going, and I think we handled ourselves pretty well. So,
by the way, the beautiful photo that Robert shared in the chat, I just drew it in MS Paint, so have this.
Oh no!
Why did you do this?
I just felt compelled.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
So you know how we show fan art at the end of every episode? I gotta show this. That's beautiful.
Show it now so that they have the context immediately.
Yeah, you have to You have to edit all these in as soon as they happen.
Why are you guys making my life so hard?
It's
I
just
have literally
making a
3 days to edit this.
pop up.
It is, yeah. It's just. I was gonna say this is not that hard. Just throwing in a PNG.
This is
Maynard,
one of many edits I have to
Maynard,
make, you guys.
Okay,
you don't understand.
Maynard, I literally do episode clips for a lot of my videos, and I'm gonna be real with you. That's a lot more effort, and it's still not that hard.
Yes, but I have to do it for the whole episode.
No, fair enough.
Anyways,
I'm gonna talk about the Metal Bronies concert since I was the only one that was there.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty freaking good. Biscuit went really freaking hard. I love Biscuit. Black and Blue. I actually hadn't listened to Black and Blue before, and I was like, holy crap, this guy makes some good stuff. I follow him on Twitter, but I don't really listen to him. So I'm gonna subscribe to him now. And then, the main event for me, I know there's Prince, but I'm just saying Melody Brony was like the main one for me. Like, I remember like whenever Melody was announced at a community guest thing, I literally yelled, "I love you, Melody!"
And I love you, random citizen.
And I was screaming so much for Melody specifically, because I love Melody. He's a great guy, and his music is great. And you see,
yeah.
I was waiting for his Trixie song, because I was dressed up as Trixie, and I was really excited for that. But before that came on the Misty song, and someone in the crowd yelled, "Misty Mom!" I voice cracked, oh god. Anyways,
It's staying in.
but he yelled, "Misty Mom!" And then like 3 other people started yelling, "Misty Mom!" And then the Misty song started playing.
Which is great, because that was the, for anyone who wasn't at HarmonyCon, that was the hashtag that the Misty Appreciation panel started for the Glimmer Gang equivalent to for Misty fans. So,
and then after that, it was Prince came on, and of course the crowd size went from like I don't know how many people. Like the crowd size basically like doubled when Prince came on. Like my god. And the mosh pit was quite fun for that. I had a lot of fun. The only downside of the mosh pit, somebody fell on the ground, and I literally like someone was trying to pick them up, and they couldn't pick them up. I tried to pick them, but I couldn't reach them. Finally, I was like, screw this. Grab the 2 people near the guy, just shove them away so someone could pick the guy up.
Yeah. It's crazy how like unaware of your surroundings you can be so concerts they're incredibly fun. They can be a little dangerous at times though. A little bit.
Yeah, metal concerts especially because of the mosh pitting.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Moshing, not mosh pitting, whatever.
Yeah. I wasn't able to make it to most of it, unfortunately. I heard a couple songs, or I heard like one or two songs from the from outside the main hall, but yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Biscuit's first song, and then I had to dip to the panel, and then like as soon as the panel was over, I basically looked at Maynard, it's like, have fun cleaning everything up, and I immediately made a beeline to the main stage, and then I caught like all but like Prince's first song, and that was it. I missed Blackened Melody, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, we went in to Ambi's like, okay, I gotta catch just one song before our panel because we had a little time before our panel. I'm like, okay, and so we go in there, and I look at my phone, I look at the time, and it's like 3 minutes to when our panel's supposed to start. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head over and get everything set up. No, maybe it was like 10 minutes before, and I get there and I'm setting up, and as the time ticks by, Ambi's not there. I'm like, well, we probably lost him. We're not going to have him on for the panel, so it's just going to be the Maynard and Robert show today. No, but Ambi did make it in time.
he got to see
like
my
that.
real face for the first time.
I fortunately had Pearmare and Pan to hang out with for that. Laraven was there for the first song, and then I think Biscuit was too much for Laraven, which I think I think Laraven didn't come back, and I was like, dang, he probably would have actually liked Prince. I knew Biscuit was going to be too much for him.
Yeah, but some artists go harder than others, and it depends on people's preferences and that sort of thing. But,
yeah. But I had people, so I was not abandoned.
Yeah, but despite all that, we still had a decent number of people in our panel, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, we had like between 10 and 15 people for pretty much all of it, and considering what else is going on, that is a major W.
Didn't we have like 30 for the YouTuber panel?
We had like 30 to 40.
More than that. Yeah. The YouTuber panel had a decent amount of people. The speedrunning panel? Bro, that room was packed. I was not expecting that. The room was like completely full. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yo.
Cool. Paneling is it's really stressful before you do it, but once you get on stage, a lot of times it's just like, oh yeah, it just kind of happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Ambizar did the opposite approach of me. I was like, I'm gonna do a couple panels to fill out the water, and if I enjoy it and think I'll be good, I'll do more. Like, I think I'm probably gonna do like 5 panels next time, because I know I can handle it. Ambizar, on the other hand, was like, I'm just gonna do a crap ton of panels all at once.
Yeah,
for my
I was
first
on
time.
7 panels, and it was too much.
Yeah.
I'd say I think three or 4 is probably the sweet spot. I'm probably gonna try and stick to that assuming I get the opportunity to do more panels and stuff, which I hope I do, because it was a lot of fun.
Now, okay, I don't know if this is actually gonna happen, but I'm really, really hoping that I get to be on Glimmer Gang next year. I talked to Taylor, and he's like, yo, hit me up about it, and I'm like, I'm hoping. I want to be on Glimmer Gang so bad.
Every time you say that, I'm like, but I want to be on Glimmer Gang.
and I'm going to dress up as...
No, you want to be on Misty Mob. Get it right.
I'm going to dress up as Trixie. I'm going to dress up as Trixie and wear the waifu Glimmer badge.
Rem, you get Misty Mob, I get Glimmer Gang.
No,
okay?
no.
Okay, wait, why am I sloppy seconds? Hold on.
What? Well, no. Misty Mob is great. That's the thing. I'm saying it's equal, but Rem gets to be on
I think that, maybe I'm done with Misty Mob. I'll just go to Glimmer Gang and only Glimmer Gang.
No, that's not how this works.
Okay.
Maynard,
I vote
Starlight
we kick
Glimmer.
Rem off this
I am
recording.
dedicated. I am dedicated to Starlight Glimmer.
You think I'm not dedicated?
You're spread between 3
Children.
ponies.
One
of those ponies is her girlfriend.
Ladies, you're both beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been waiting for you to say that to me, Rob.
Hold on. What?
Okay, the longer this goes on, the more uncomfortable I start to get.
So,
out of our mains, more uncomfortable the longer it goes on.
All right, so
that's just the whole podcast.
All right, so day 2, continuing. I think the next big event for we never talked about the cadence. How have we not talked about the cadence?
Oh yeah, there's a really cool cadence fursuit.
All right,
moving on.
Not the cadence literally was in the mosh pit for like a lot of the songs, and you just see freaking Princess Cadence moshing.
I can't upload a picture to the chat if Maynard wants me to, but that's another PNG he has to edit in.
Yeah, go for it.
There's even more editing for you. I'm going to send a picture of Biscuit next to a decapitated Cadence.
Oh yeah, there was Cadence, and then Biscuit was offended by Cadence and killed her. So.
I have it on Twitter, but I'll send you the picture off of my phone.
How much of this
too bad.
podcast episode is just going to be us rehashing stuff we've already talked about on Twitter?
A lot.
Yeah, I don't usually like pony fursuits, but that Cadence one, it was so cute.
It was really well done.
It's adorable. Anyway.
I got two pictures to send because I also have myself with the Cadence fursuit.
We were supposed to bully Robert this episode because he wasn't at HarmonyCon, but we're just bullying Maynard by giving him more stuff to edit.
Okay, cool. These are nice. These are very nice images. But yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything in day 2.
No.
What did we miss?
TCB.
Oh, TCB. TCB.
The frozen yogurt company?
I'll be real. I think I was the one who was the most into it, even though Ambizar was like, "We're not missing TCB. You're gonna stay awake," because I was about to pass out. I think I was the one that got the most into it, standing in the front with Mr. B and literally jumping in.
Mr. B!
Mr. B!
Mr. Beast would be the kind of person to go to MLP convention and just record the whole thing.
But
yeah, I went
had
to
so much fun.
HarmonyCon 2023. Oh.
And I found all these weird people called bronies, but they're pretty cool, I guess. I don't know.
That you just went into Saber Spark. I listened to the Out of Our Mains podcast. If I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Saber Spark is gonna find
Yeah, like
this
that's how
hey,
Saber
yo.
Spark talks. He lets things hang for a while. It's like, I have to say, I just watched the Out of Our Mains podcast, and it was pretty good, but it had a problem. You see, these 3 guys that were on it, they didn't really do it for me.
You saw.
We are never getting Saber Spark on here, are we?
However, their special guest was pretty good.
Their special guest was pretty good. He had an entertaining channel where he did live action skits.
He also made fun of me one time, though.
Funny.
He called me a furry on his channel one time, though, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh, Saber knows I called him a furry.
Yeah, from what I've seen in person, Saber is really cool. But
yeah, Saber's awesome.
Yeah.
We love you,
You're
Saber.
awesome,
He's never ever watching this, but we love you, Saber. We don't mean it.
We'll wait for the episode that we get him onto the podcast to actually make fun of him. That'll be the whole episode. Guys, I've realized that I am great at making first impressions with content creators who are bigger than me. The other night, I was talking to a content creator that I hadn't had much interaction with in DMs, and one of the first DMs I made to them was like getting an F in art, so it spells fart on your report card. Like, that was like one of the first messages I sent them.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
I messaged FIM, and one of the first things I said to them was, "I am jealous of your content, but I respect you a lot." And I'm like, maybe I should have not added the jealous part for first impressions.
Actually, the funny thing is, it was also FIM in my conversation.
I have not talked with them, but I remember the first time Prince Whatever messaged me, because I called him out in one of my videos and like made a joke about one of his songs, and he's just like, "Hey, I watched it, that was fun." And literally all I sent back to him was, "Is this real?"
The first message I sent to Prince actually was on Twitter, and I was just like, "Hey, so I know you're going to be at HarmonyCon, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I interviewed you on Amino like years ago. I'm sure you remember that.
Not Amino.
I'm sure you remember me interviewing you on Amino a couple of years ago and reviewing your music. But anyways, yeah, hi." And then I got his Discord or something. I don't know.
You know, Prince, I actually interviewed you.
You're turning to Saber Spark
pretty
again.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I could think of that whole time.
Hey, that was pretty.
We are never getting
and I
back
thought,
on
hey,
topic ever.
that was pretty cool.
That was pretty good.
All right, so day 3, right? Yeah. We actually, so because of the TCB concert, I was out so much faster than any other night.
Oh yeah. No, I was so tired. I was literally during the TCB concert, like Odyssey was before them, and I was jumping around, and then my back decided to give out on me. So I'm like sitting in the back of TCB's concert, like jamming out to his music, but also trying not to fall asleep.
I was
and, like keeping my back in check.
I was so dehydrated. I was extremely dehydrated. My toe hurt a lot, and I was like, "Screw this! I'm not stopping." And then he played 2 songs I like a lot. I can't remember the name of one of them at the moment, which is a little embarrassing. But you know, there's one that's like a Yona and Sandbar song, which I like a lot. Is some good stuff.
Yona Gunna?
No. That's the dubstep one. The one I'm thinking of is the house song.
Okay.
It's because it's Yona and Sandbar specifically. It was one that they did with Loop Hoof, but and then they did Empress of Friendship, which, as Ambizar definitely knows, is one of my favorite pony songs, and I literally was screaming like me and Mr. B were screaming when that song came on because I was so excited for it. And then a song I didn't expect was Have Here. TCB remix, which is it was a Loop Hoof and Everlast Standing song that TCB remix, and it's a future bass song, and future bass is my favorite genre. So when I realized, oh wait, he did this remix, that's right, I freaked out again.
Yeah,
he was telling Rem was telling me when we left the concert. He's just like, I didn't realize like half the songs I listened to are TCB.
Yeah, a lot of what I listen to is TCB apparently.
I hadn't listened to too much of their stuff, but yeah, TCB's great. It was a wonderful time. But yeah, moving on to day 3, that was when things started to slow down.
That was a pretty slow day. Really, nothing really happened until like after the convention was over.
Yeah, and then the convention ended, and that's when it started.
Yeah.
Because we went to Heart 8 with like. I think Saf was the one who organized that dinner, right?
Yeah, so because of Saf, I would say every animator that went to the con was there.
Yeah, it was a great time. Like Cole was there, Minty was there, Pearmare was there. Ha, that's fun to say. Pearmare was there.
Yeah. I got to meet Vincent Visions, which was
pretty
cool.
Yeah, Vincent was. It was nice to meet Vincent.
There.
I didn't know what his content was, and then when I saw the rarity video, I was like, "Oh, hey, I've seen this guy."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great time, just hanging out. I, talked to a bunch of people. I'm like, I always get wary about talking too much to individual people, because I'm like, I kind of want to save these conversations for if I ever get them on the podcast. And then at some point, I'm like, screw it. And I just, went around asking people, like, hey, so how'd you get in the show? Like, that sort of thing, you know?
I plan to actually make a video about, that stuff. I won't go too much detail, but I think my next video, or the video after, is going to be discussing... Basically, the title is going to be why do we like ponies? And it's going to be because the thing is it's not actually going to be an analysis, but I'm like, dang, it's so weird that my favorite show and all of our favorite show is a show about magical colored horses. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's Pony.
Yeah. My favorite show is Better Call Saul.
Pony.
Shut up, Ambizar.
Actually, it's not. I haven't even seen it. I'm actually just watching Breaking Bad for the first time. I'm in the second season.
I'm watching Better Call Saul now, and then I'm gonna move on to Breaking Bad. My friend told me not to watch the last few episodes, which okay. But yeah, so I was gonna continue the Heart 8 thing. That's where I actually finally got to I spoke with Minty a little bit, because I would say that Minty's been on one of my Starlight video before. By far did the most work, literally recorded so many that I had to actually delete some of the clips, and I felt so bad because I was like, I can't use some of these clips. There's just too many. But I was friendly acquaintances with Minty at best at that point. But I'd say we actually got to have some bonding time at Heart 8, because I started talking with him a lot, and then at the Puss in Boots thing, we also talked a lot. So that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. So after Heart 8, we went and I guess we just hung out in the lobby for a while, and then. Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots.
That was a lot of fun.
We actually got a big so we had probably, I want to say in our group we had about 20 people or so.
And we also left the lobby just chanting Puss in Boots. Like, we left the Sheraton chanting it.
We were walking out and we were all just, Puss in Boots, Puss in Boots. And then we all
we lost our group members at first.
Yeah, we lost everybody within like a 10-yard area. But yeah, we went and saw Puss in Boots, and that was a great time. It was hell to organize, but it was a ton of fun. We actually ran into another group of people from the convention that were going to the same showtime, and that was awesome.
There was a group that had registered ahead of time that was also another group of bronies.
Wait, there were 3 groups?
Yeah, there was 3 groups of bronies.
Oh, wow. I thought it was just us and the other one.
No.
Okay. Interesting. But yeah, there was like one family in there, like a dad and 3 of his kids, I think. And like, I was like, oh no, we're going to be so obnoxious. But no, everyone was really respectful. And like kept quiet.
We were not, we you know, the days of Equestria Girl bronies has passed.
Yeah. And I was very happy about that. Databyte laughed at literally every single joke in the movie, and I loved that, because his laugh is so infectious. You hear it, like, bubble up like a volcano. It's great. But yeah, it was a ton of fun, and afterwards, we're all just gushing about the movie, and we took a big group photo that some people left too early to be a part of, and I felt bad.
Drummer Shy, no, and there's, like, one other person, I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Yeah, but
you can tell who we like most out of that group of people.
I
feel
think
so
it's
bad
just because we didn't really know that other person.
I did, yeah. I straight up
No,
just didn't know the other person. I know Cole, and I don't know Drummer Shy that much personally, but I kind of know him.
Yeah, whoever you are.
I've talked to Drummer Shy quite a bit.
Cool.
Drummer Shy's a cool guy.
But yeah, that was a ton of fun, and then we had to go home, and PCD was fun.
Oh wait, no, we need to talk about the PCD I had literally right after the movie. Literally,
Rob was crying as we left the theater, and I'm like, "You good, bud?"
I cried after we walked out because I was like, "I'm not going to be able to see these people for at least a year." In the case of Cole, I might not see Cole for over a year, and that has me so sad because he's only going to Ciderfest. He might not even be able to go to HarmonyCon. That's why I wanted to go to Ciderfest so bad.
On the tiny off chance that any like con chair or anything is listening to this, Cole needs to be a community guest again. That dude was hilarious.
Cole is very charismatic. I wish I had
Yes,
that.
he is.
No, Cole was incredible. He stole the show on literally everything that he was a part of.
Yeah. Cole on stage is how I wish I was on stage. Like, it's crazy.
He's a theater kid, but like...
Yes.
I mean, I was a theater kid, but I'm not nearly as charismatic.
The thing with Cole is, like, his content is PMVs. He makes pony music videos. You would not expect someone who primarily does pony music videos to have as much like crowd control as he does, to have I had no clue what to expect from him, but then meeting him at the con, he was probably the person that I grew closest to, from like not like from a state of barely knowing to like I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, I think for me that was Minty, and then also by far you, Maynard.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Like me and you, Maynard, we barely knew each other. We occasionally talked, and then I would say after the con, we have become much closer than we were before.
Yeah, I honestly kind of forgot about that because we were hanging out basically the entire convention.
Yeah,
we just kind of started hanging out, and it felt like we had for like forever. So
I've known this guy all my life.
Yeah, that's literally, that's how I felt like day one. I was like, I think I talked about it with you two. I was like, holy crap, it feels like I've known you two forever. And then Ambizar was like, basically has felt like it's been forever.
Yeah, but it was a great time, and I feel so bad for Robert right now, just sitting here having to listen to all of this. I'm sorry, bud. We'll get you out to a convention this year.
I'm going to try my hardest.
We'll make it happen.
So, I mean, I guess we're all planning to go to Everfree next? Question mark.
I think so.
I think. When is Everfree?
August.
Okay, so I got plenty of time to save up. I just gotta not spend.
I will say, me and Larvin and I can't speak. I'm stupid. Anyways, me and Laravan need a roommate or roommates. Honestly, I can handle an okay amount of roommates. I would like some more roommates than just one other person, so that way the hotel room's a bit more cheap.
We'll figure something else out later. We had our budgeting episode a few episodes
No, this is the budgeting episode now. I want another one.
No.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out how much it'll cost for me to get out there.
But yeah, I think that about wraps up HarmonyCon. That convention was just a ton of fun. It feels unreal how fun it was.
Yeah, I can't describe how it felt for me because of the fact that, like, it was just insane. Like, again, HarmonyCon 2022, it was like, here's the thing. That was one of the most fun times I've ever had in my entire life was 22, right? I didn't interact with people very much. I took pictures of all the people I was fans of, and that's about all that really happened. I went to, like, concerts and all that and panels, but I barely talked to anyone. And 23, I went to way less panels. I watched way less concerts, even though I like music a lot. I knew every single person that was at HarmonyCon 2023. I knew their music. But I just hung out with friends, and it was a lot more fun because, like, it was just awesome to be able to meet all those people and actually get to hang with them.
Yeah, it was such a good time. And y'all remember closing ceremonies? Where, I was so confused because I believe it was Pepper, the con chair, was like trying to stall for time, and we had no idea why, but he was like walking back and forth on stage, like talking about the most random stuff, and it was like, I love this, but what's going on? And then it turned out that they just wanted to end at a certain time.
Yeah, they were just trying to extend the runtime, and I'm like, what are we building towards? And it's like, okay, never mind, it's time. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I wonder if they originally had something else planned there, but like someone wasn't able to make it or something. But yeah, it was interesting. I got a free shirt out of it, so there's that.
Yeah, I got a free shirt too, but because it was the wrong size, I had to get the regular shirt instead.
Okay, but that's the weird thing, because the shirt that I got, it said it was a large, but I put it on, and it's like, this is way too small to be a large. Like, it barely fit me.
Yeah.
Although I didn't put it on until after I had already left, so I didn't have time to go and, like, ask for a replacement.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyways, though. Rem, since we brought it up a little bit, I think this is there's a few things that we've asked every guest that's been on the show. One of them is how'd you get into MLP?
Well, I do plan to talk about this on my channel a little bit, but I'm also fine doing it here. I tell this story all the time. So basically, I decided, I got into the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom when I was like 11 years old.
Based.
Nice.
And when I turned 12, I was still in that fandom. To say the least, I was actually extremely depressed at the time. Not going to go into too many details about all that stuff, but,
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Was not in a good place at all. And, I made fun of bronies. I called them losers. I thought they're idiots. I was like, how could these absolute weirdos like this show? It makes absolutely no sense.
I mean, listen, we are idiots, so.
And so, basically, I was, man, I say basically a lot. No wonder that's my series name. I was like, how do these people like this show? This show is for little girls. I don't like shows for little boys or girls. These shows suck. I'm a grown-up 12-year-old. And I decided to go and watch the first episode because, like, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how people can like it.
That was exactly my mentality when I got in as well.
And then I watched the first episode. I was like, holy shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa. I actually like this.
I get it.
Yeah, the Danny DeVito.
You have been enlightened.
And then episode 2, I was like, dang, I like this. Then episode 3, I was like, holy crap, I don't like episode 3 now, but I liked it back then. And I just kept watching.
I like it.
I kept watching it, and like I was getting so into it. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. The show is so good. And then I got all the way caught up, and I was at season 4, like in like a few weeks, I think. Like, it took me, it was such little time. I got caught up on the show. I just watched episode after episode after episode, and I got completely caught up to season 4 so freaking fast. And yeah, I completely fell in love with the show after that. I never interacted with the fandom that much. I just watched fandom content. Like, I would watch Josh Scorcher, who is, a very special place in my heart is his content, because he definitely was one of the biggest people for me. And the first Brony song I listened to, I was still watching the show when I listened to this one, was Nightmare Night. The first rap I've ever learned, and also the first rap I ever liked, and also I just liked it was the first Brony song I liked, so it's got a lot of accolades right there for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just got really into the show after that, and I've been obsessed since I was 12. I'm 21 now, so I used to be the intended audience. I am no longer the intended audience, and I don't really care.
Yeah. I had kind of a similar situation where I didn't really interact with the fandom much until fairly recently, but I did watch a good amount of fan content and such.
Yeah,
so.
which, I mean, if people bring up old fandom stuff, it's like, of course, I'll be like, of course I know that, because, I mean, I've been in the fandom for a while. I mean, 2014 is it's a bit of a bit, it's a little longer than over half the runtime.
2014 was 9 years ago.
Don't
you
even
need to
get
stop
started
that.
on that.
I mean, yeah, I was 12 years old whenever I started watching My Little Pony. It's kind of crazy for me. Almost half my life I've been a fan of this show.
That's something else. I can't say that just yet. I've still got a few years left until that's.
I was 13, so yeah, I got a few years before it ends up being about half my life. It's been over a decade now.
Yeah. Oh man, but it hasn't been a decade for me yet.
It's about to.
It's gonna be a decade next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a decade for me next year as well.
A decade.
Yeah.
A decade.
A decade.
Wait, Maynard, that means we start. Wait, so Maynard, did you start watching in 2014?
Yeah, late 2014, early 2015.
Let's go, 2014 gang.
Yeah, I was around.
Yeah, well,
I was around that time as well.
I was 2013,
Yep.
Weirdo.
But,
which means I'm better than you.
No, I think it means you're weird.
Okay.
Yep.
That wasn't awkward whatsoever.
Started watching the show whenever Twilight got her wings.
I guess we're turning to a FNAF podcast now. All right, let's go.
When are we doing that?
When are we?
Is that next episode
Yeah,
that we
sure.
start at?
Sure.
The FNAF
Yeah, sure.
episode? I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game in my life, but
yeah, don't.
I can do it.
I joined the fandom for that. I immediately left. I've been a brony ever since outside of that small furry phase, and I quickly realized I think I prefer pony and converted back to pony.
Yeah.
You saw the light.
A lot of people bounce back and forth between those two. I haven't gone over to the furry side of things just yet. I haven't really dipped my toes over there because what I've seen of it, I'm not super interested in. If that's your thing, go for it. But that's not really my thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not the same way. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But thanks, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say as if I have people telling me every day, it's like, we need to be in the furry fandom, join us.
Yeah. They're like at our doors, like constantly knocking. Like, one of us.
I've converted one of my friends to first I converted him to the furry fandom, and then literally right after I converted him to the brony fandom over the furry fandom.
Wow, you have like a PhD at ruining people's lives.
I mean, no, bro, I've converted 2 bronies, and I've shown 4 other people the entire show, and they sat down and watched it with me. So I'm just saying. I just want to say that season 5 was honestly the best season to be the new season, since you guys have also experienced that. Like, since it was the first new season, that was insane for me, because for one, it was like, okay, I'm finally caught up with the fandom, but 2, that season was like literally the best season in my opinion, and I still love that season a lot, because the emotional writing is insanely good. I love season 5 so much.
I think it's the season that stuck to its theme the best. Because season 5 was the Cutie Mark season, and they really stuck to that theme really well. I mean, the opener and the finale were about Starlight. They had the CMC getting their Cutie Marks.
They also helped Trouble Shoes with his Cutie Mark, the CMC, which was a precursor to them getting their Cutie Marks.
And even before that, even before the CMC got their Cutie Marks, Apple Bloom had that one episode where she was super insecure about, like, what if it's not something I like? Or what if my friends get their marks before I do? Like, that sort of thing. I don't remember what episode that was. I remember hoping that like, shadowy figure that was talking to her was actually Starlight. And that would have been really cool. But anyways,
I think season 6 is the one that people don't really like. That's my least favorite season, even though it has one of my favorite episodes.
I like season 6 a lot, but my least favorite personally is season 8, even though I do like stuff from it.
Yeah, we've had this conversation multiple times throughout the con.
Yeah. I like season... Okay, here's the thing. I'm a musical fan, and season 6 has a lot of good music.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the same boat.
And then also, I'm a Glimmer fan, and I want to talk about this real fast. Back then, when I swear, everyone hated Starlight Glimmer. I'm sitting here like, I love this character. Why does everyone hate her?
Starlight was a great villain, and I think she's a great addition to the cast too.
And I was so excited whenever she joined in season 6. I was like, this might be... I actually had it on my Amino page. I was like, she might be one of my top 3 favorite characters of all time. And I just see everyone hating on her. And I'm like, dang, this sucks. I was one of the original Glimmer gang. I'm just saying.
Silverquill has a really good, he came up with a really cool, name for this concept. But Starlight kind of has, I think it's, Sixth Ranger syndrome? Where, with Power Rangers, it usually starts with 5 of them, and then every once in a while a 6th Ranger comes in, and they have, a season where, nobody likes them because they're, trying to force them to be a part of the story without any of the build-up that the previous characters had.
To be fair, in the case of Starlight Glimmer, I feel like it was pretty natural. She only had, 3, focused, maybe 2 focused episodes.
Yeah, I think the big problem with that season, and as you know, I'm a very big Starlight fan. But I feel like especially in that season, you're just not familiar enough with her character and how her brain works to where a lot of the things she does and the things she says come off as really just
Do you mean every little thing she does?
Yes.
The episode?
Yeah.
Very funny, right? Yeah. I love that episode personally. Everyone talks about how creepy it is, and I'm like, I thought it was freaking hilarious personally.
I think it's really good going back to it now, knowing the kind of person that Starlight is, because back then you're like, what? Who the heck does she think?
I thought it was so funny.
It was a very funny episode.
You can take our farm, but you can't take our freedom. That quote
episode.
Is engraved into my head. I freaking love that Applejack quote.
But yeah, season 6, a lot of the episodes are a lot better when you go and rewatch them, but I think on a first viewing, a lot of the episodes are kind of
I also like the Christmas Carol episode. That one,
but that is my favorite episode.
Yeah,
in the
that's one of my
series,
favorites in the entire series, and it has one of my favorite songs. "Say Goodbye to the Holiday" and "Pinky's Present" are both major bangers.
Indeed,
and Luna's Future,
all the songs
obviously.
From that episode are good. I like Seeds of the Past a lot as well. All the songs in that episode are good. Anyways,
we're at an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah, we probably should wrap up fairly soon. Something else I wanted to ask about. I already know, but we should probably ask just in case. Best pony?
Well, you see, best pony is,
You have to pick one.
Is, Rarity, Starlight, and Trixie all at the same time.
Rarity, I see.
No.
Got it.
Yeah, Rarity.
So Rarity is best pony.
Nope.
Okay.
Rarity, Starlight, and Trixie all at the same time.
Well, okay, here's the thing. You may say that, but your brain chose one of those to pick first, so...
I mean, I say Rarity first because I literally have a tattoo of her cutie mark, so I mean...
So Rarity's your favorite.
Well, but I also like Starlight Glimmer basically just as much.
I'm kidding.
I am about to get a Star Trix tattoo at some point, so...
What is it? Rarity, Starlight, and Trixie are your 3 favorites? My dog is whining at me because he's angry.
Yeah, he doesn't like that idea.
Well, because he has... Here's the thing. I fed him this morning. I gave him food, but he didn't, eat it. So I let him outside earlier. I'm like, okay, go eat your food. And he's just looking at me like, dog, okay, come inside then. Don't complain about me when you're hungry. And now he's hungry, and he's complaining about it.
I see.
But
so
he'll go eat his food.
What a little rascal.
So you had more things to say, I think, usually on your ending?
Yeah, I do.
That was a long pause.
I just looked at the characters on the screen, and they're all just quiet.
I think Maynard like lagged in real time.
I tend to do that. It's called refreshing. So yeah, I think that's about everything. So we probably want to wrap up here. So at the end of every episode, we usually have we have two things that we do at the end of every episode. One is we have a question of the episode. So do any of y'all have any good questions for this episode? And we talked a lot about HarmonyCon, so maybe we ask something having to do with conventions or something like that.
If you've been to a convention, what was your favorite convention moment or like thing? And if you haven't been to a convention, is there a big convention that you'd really like to go to?
That's
that's
basically what I was gonna ask. So yeah,
I read your mind.
Yeah.
I did it.
All right. So if you've been to a convention, give us your best convention memory, and if you haven't, tell us what convention you'd like to go to. And then we also have people send us both on Twitter or on Discord. We have people send us an image of a random household item. So those are going to be flashing across the screen right now, as well as any fan art that we may have received in between episodes. But yeah, what random household item should people send us a picture of, Rem?
a random household item. All right, give me a second to think. Show me.
Look to your left. What is?
Show me a mug. Show me your mugs.
A mug. That's a good one.
Coffee mugs.
That's a good one. Yeah, send us a mug, and if it's got pony theming on it, even better.
I have a few of those.
I also
bonus
do
points
too.
for that. So if you're going to send us a picture of that, you can send it to us on Twitter at Out of Our Mains using the hashtag MainPod if you're talking about the podcast. Or you can join our Discord and send it to our Send Pics channel. If you want to talk about the episode or anything, we've also got a Discord channel for that, or you can again add us on Twitter. And I think that's about everything. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked the episode, and go subscribe to RemenissionViolet.
Yeah, if you don't subscribe to me, I will find you.
Also, do you have anything else that you'd like to plug? Any like big upcoming projects or anything like that?
Sure, why not? So, I'm not at 1,000 subs yet, but when I do hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to be making a very, very, very huge 20-person at least collab about Starlight Glimmer. So if you're a fan of Starlight Glimmer, or if you just find skits funny and want to see a bunch of idiots obsess over a purple horse, then you should check that out when it eventually comes out someday when I finally hit 1,000 subs.
Yeah, so yeah, go subscribe to Rem. And I think that's about everything. Ambi, Robert, do y'all have anything to plug before we end?
I'm here to plug the Out of Our Mains podcast, which you should subscribe to, and hit the bell
subscribe
icon.
To the
subscribe to Out of Our Mains podcast.
And follow the Twitter.
I feel like my channel is adequately plugged already.
That's fair. Actually, our YouTube channel has a good amount of subs after this past con. We like nearly doubled in sub count. So thanks. If this is your first episode listening and you found out about us through HarmonyCon or through Starstrike shouting us out, or anyone else that may have shouted us out that I can't think of off the top of my head,
muy gracias.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, so thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
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 Bye.
I need that much enthusiasm.